Hi, hello, how are you, Amanda? Seint artist. We're going to talk Seint makeup. Seint makeup is a cream-based 3D foundation. It is a highly pigmented makeup, so you're still able to get full coverage makeup with less product on your face, which that's nice. It's also fast, it's easy. You're not looking through a bag trying to find something. It's all right here. But if there's one thing I know, it's color correcting. It's the name of my game. I don't leave my house without correcting before my makeup. I like having full coverage makeup, but I still have less makeup on than I did with my traditional makeup. Now I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be real hard on you. It's makeup, not magic. Okay, so I have a lot of people that come to me and they say, I want to get rid of my puffiness. I want to get rid of my fine lines. I've got all of this darkness on my face. Okay, here's the deal. You got to pick. You got to make a choice. If you like that makeup that covers everything, you're going to make a trade-off. Okay, because again, makeup, not magic. You can have that flawless skin finish with your traditional makeup. I did it. That full coverage foundation, having the powders, and then re-sculpting your face. You're making a trade-off. You get that finish you like, but the trade-off is you've added texture. Your pores look larger, your pores are accentuated, your fine lines. At the end of the day, it doesn't look as good as it did at the beginning of the day, so then you have to add more on or just wash your face and start over. Seint makeup's different. You need less product. It's 80% pigmentation versus 18%, which is why you needed to put so much on. I know I'm talking a lot before I get started, but trust me, it's worth it. But you do need to decide what your priority is. I like my makeup to look good. I don't want to accentuate my large pores. I don't like when things poke through, but you end up having your skin. Your skin is your skin. You've got to love the skin you live in. And makeup is meant to enhance your face. It's not meant to hide it. And so I like the longevity I get out of my makeup, and I'm still able to get the coverage that gives me the confidence I want to walk out the door. So let's talk about my color correcting. I got a wipe here, and we are going to take a look at this cheek, okay? And then I'm going to take the makeup off, okay? I have stuff. Now, traditional makeup, you can't wipe a piece off and redo it, okay? I'm going to get my under eyes taken care of. I'm going to take that off. And I have dark circles under my eyes. I also have puffiness. Now we can camouflage these things the best to our ability. Texture is texture. You can't take a mountain and make it a plain. Texture is always going to be there, but we don't need to accentuate it. We can camouflage it the best that we can, and I'm going to show you how on just this cheek. So I'm going to let this dry, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a beauty blender. I'm just going to take this e.l.f. one. Seint has one. You can get an e.l.f. one. It doesn't matter. A beauty blender, I'm sorry, it's a beauty blender. I'm going to take my Seint setting spray and I'm going to spray it on my beauty blender. And I am going to tap this over my cheek where all my stuff is. Hyperpigmentation. I've got my acne scarring, other things, stuff, okay? And I'm just going to place this here. You don't have to wait for this to go dry. With Seint, everything works together. I have oily skin, and a lot of people think you can't wear cream makeup with oily skin. Yes, you can, because I do. It just takes some troubleshooting, and that's what I'm here for. I love this makeup, so talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. I want to talk about the makeup. It helps me be better for everyone else if you talk to me. But you get 30 days with this makeup. Use it and use me. Please use me. All right, so just send me a makeup-free selfie facing a window a couple steps back. I will look at all the tones of your skin and give you full recommendations. This is my face. All right, I've got my blushes on the lower level, and then I've got my eyeshadows down here. I'm wearing Revival on my lids and Drift, just two, and I like it. All right, I'm gonna use my blend brush. This is my Ride or Die color correcting brush because it's a light coverage brush. Your correcting is meant to correct the tones. It's not meant for coverage. So this is a light coverage brush. I'm gonna start with this small end and I'm gonna go into a contour color called Aspen. And I like this because it's gray and I'm a bit red. All I wanna do right here with this minor rosacea and scarring is mute it. I also get redness right here. Let's grab this here. Let's show you. I get redness around my nose. Everybody gets this. And so I'm able to camouflage this and I'm able to mute it. So we're still going to see the things. We just want to mute it. So I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to go in. And the reason I like using Aspen over Demi is because it's dense and it stays. Once you put Demi on and put makeup over it, it moves it. And then you have to put more on at the end. If you're going to use Demi with your 3D, that's a different video and it should go on top of your makeup. But I'm going to go under because my cheeks are my problem area and I want my makeup to stay. So using something dense like Aspen stays where I put it, and it holds my makeup on top. So I'm taking this, my bristles are not stuck together, and I'm just gonna feather this over the redness. All I'm doing here is muting the redness. You can still see the scars. We are muting the redness, okay? So if you get redness around your mouth, if you get it between your eyebrows, above your brows, this mutes it. You still want to see the problem. You don't want the red, okay? Everybody's redness is different. Some people prefer using the June highlight to mute it. That's okay too. Everybody's redness is different. Everybody's face is different. So finding what your custom palette looks like is up to us because we're gonna build it together. All right, the next color I'm gonna go into is Suede Lip Liner. For the same reason I like Aspen, this is a similar tone to my hyperpigmentation and it's dense. So it's gonna stay where I put it and hold my makeup on top. I'm using the fluffy end, I'm pinching it, and I'm building this up pretty big. I'm gonna shake the brush, not to unload it, it's creams, not powders, but to fan out the bristles. I have a pretty good one here, and I'm just gonna go around it, and I'm camouflaging it, and then I'm draping it up. Now, I didn't clear my forehead, so I need to be a little careful there, but I can fix anything I want. Don't worry, we're gonna get this figured out. But I'm camouflaging it, but I'm also staying in my blush and contour area. If I bring it down here, that's okay too. Everything is workable. These are creams and they all work together. Nothing works against each other, like, you know, a liquid foundation and a powder. Anyway, we're just gonna put that in, and I've draped it and I've camouflaged it. You can still sort of see it, but I haven't added my makeup. Everybody likes doing the hack face where you mark all the colors onto your face. If you have problematic skin, I don't recommend it. There is a way to do it, but again, that's another tutorial, and I have one. All right, we're gonna go in and I'm gonna use the detail brush. One brush can do anything, and this is going to handle my under eyes. I'm gonna take a little bit of balm, okay? And I'm gonna put this right here. I said I was gonna use this brush, but we're gonna wait because I'm gonna correct my under eyes. You can do two things. You can use a lip and cheek Frenchie, or you can use Demi. I'm going to use a little bit of Frenchie, and I'm gonna go right here into this trough and up into this corner darkness, just using my finger. This is gonna keep it warm, this is gonna make it creamy, and that balm I placed first is gonna help with crepiness. It's not gonna let it fall into those fine lines, and it's gonna give a skin-like glided finish. So as you can see, there's a tone of pink, but the darkness is gone. Now we're gonna get into the detail brush, and I'm gonna go into my main highlight. Never judge a color match by the picture on the website. No offense to Seint, the pictures are terrible. And so when you put a color on your face, it may look like it couldn't match, but then you take your brush and you blend it out and look at that finish. This is covering my scarring. I'm gonna move this to my crease. Never directly apply a cream to your nose crease or your smile crease. You want to move it there. And I like to blend out over my scarring because I don't want to see it. I'm gonna take a little bit more. I recommend tapping with the brush, not applying with the finger, but that was just to show you what you see on the website, what you see in the tin is not what you're gonna see on your face. It's very, very forgiving. So right here on the beard of my face, I'm balancing my skin tone. My scarring right here is covered. I'm getting my scarring on my chin covered. And then that's all I need for my main highlight. That's it. You don't need to put it everywhere else. There's a different tutorial I have over 300 tutorials, so ask me. I got one, okay? I am going to take this in and I'm gonna go into my contour. Now this is where you wanna be careful. You wanna put it on the edge right here, and you wanna go above your natural shadow and below that cheekbone. And you're gonna bring this up, okay? And then we're gonna place some right here on the nose where I wiped it off. And this is gonna just create some straightening, some slimming. But when you're working with your cheekbone, you wanna stay on the outside corner, right over here, and curl it up to the top of the ear, just like that, all right? And then we can blend this out, pushing it into that brow. Contouring, you probably have been doing it with bronzer and you didn't even know it. Contouring looks scary, it's not scary. I'm taking whatever's left on my brush and I'm just getting my jawline. Use all the product you have. Okay, let's talk about blush. I like having a nice bold blush, but sometimes they can be a little bit hard. I like sandstone, especially for all seasons. I mean, I'm wearing pink today. I'm gonna put on sandstone. It looks nice. So I'm gonna take some sandstone and I'm gonna pop it on the top of my cheek. And then I'm gonna go into Frenchie. Look, I like Frenchie this much. It's pretty much gone, but I have some on my finger and I'm gonna put that on my cheek. What Frenchie does, I really, really need to get a new one. Frenchie creates a barrier of peach that's gonna keep my scarring from pulling through using a deep color like sandstone. So I'm gonna tap on sandstone first and I'm gonna blend it out. I'm going to bring it up and drape it up. And then I'm going to smile because as you mature, the volume of your cheeks goes down. I'm going to be 43 next month. So that being said, I know a thing or two about volume loss everywhere. Okay, so we're just going to bounce this out, stipple it if you will, and that's it. Look at how pretty that is, and it goes with my pink shirt. A lot of people think you can't do that. You can do whatever you want. All right, let's talk about the under eyes. I'm going to use, you can either use the small end of the detail brush or the small end of the blend brush. I'm going to use the blend brush because it is my favorite. We're going to tap in. I'm using linen, and I'm tapping. It's not clumping. And as you smile, you see this reflecting light. That's all the brightening is mimicking that. And I go up my cheekbone, up that orbital, and I clean this up. And then I build it up and over. If you need to add, just lightly tap it and start down and work up and go over that Frenchie. Now, when you're working with color correctors, stippling is going to be your best friend. If you have mature skin, stippling is your best friend. It just gets it into all those places without creating texture. Boom. Look at that. Looks like I got a full night's sleep, even though I slept on the couch with my baby because I got kicked out of my bed because my other baby came in the bed too. And a king-size bed only holds so many people. My people are getting bigger. All right. So there we go. That's color correcting. It's makeup. It's not magic. And my skin has a skin-like finish, and it's just good makeup. That's what made the difference. I didn't care. I was spending way too much on makeup already, so the price cost didn't matter because it's $16 a color. And the ingredients, sadly, I didn't care. Sadly, I didn't. I didn't look at ingredients on my makeup. It's not who I am, and it doesn't make me a bad person. And if you're not one of those people, you're not a bad person either. If you're an ingredient looker, you're not a bad person either. But what made the difference for me was that my makeup looked better on my skin, and it looked better throughout the day. But that is color correcting. I have problematic skin, and it doesn't have to look like I do, and it doesn't have to look like I just covered something, who knows what, with a pound of makeup. So that's it. You're going to take some setting spray. You're going to spray it up. Now, again, I have oily skin, so you can stop here with your setting spray, or you can get some setting powder, which clips fancily into your palette. I put 2 in there because I use a lot. And you just go around the perimeter of your face and then bring it in where you're oily. And then lastly, around your nose. That's going to be the last place you put it because that's the first place that's going to create texture. Powder will always change the consistency, even creams. But as long as you do it lightly, start out here and work your way in, you can easily make this work. Making sure that that setting spray is still damp on your face when you apply it, then they can work together. That's it. That's color correcting. That's problematic skin. And my makeup looks good. Send me your color match. Let's talk. Let's make a palette that you can love. Let's fall in love with makeup again. Remember when it was fun? Let's have fun. And it's fast. It is fast. I talk a lot. You can tell. And I did this in under 15 minutes. This is your makeup in less than 10 minutes. I mean, you could sit down and drink coffee that's still hot. All right. I'm going to talk to you soon. Have a great day.